So when you watch a movie, when it's done well, it's pretty easy to forget all the work that went into it. You know, every shot you see has like 30 people just off screen who have worked to make it precisely right. So when the production is local and the budget's low, I think it's worth celebrating the people who sacrifice their money and talent and time to make it happen.
Welcome to our passenger screening of Convicts in Chocolate. I'm Danielle Vinanelli. I was a producer on this film, and if you don't know what a producer is, that's okay, because I don't either. But we got Ryan McDonald, Randy McDonald, who's our director, BJ Wimpy, also a producer. He's awesome. Go ahead.
We are now celebrating 100 years of filmmaking in Utah. And the Utah Film Commission decided that they would put together a film festival in celebration of that. They could do like a genre piece for a select of films that were shot in Utah, such as 127 Hours, Bush Cassidy and Sundance Kid, Dumb and Dumber, things like that. We were given a choice between Forrest Gump or Con Air.
So Ryan, he found the festival in Carbon County. He got kind of an email for it, like, hey, they're celebrating 100 years of film in Utah. You know, it's a staple year. He's like, I think we should do something fun. I haven't been in the director chair for over 4 years. I have directed a couple short films, and I was like, well, we'll do it if it feels right to me. Conveniently, we were selected with Con Air and Forrest Gump, and I was like, two great films that I love. And then I had some personal touch to it because my father, Michael Rathburn, was he worked on set. You know, he always brought home stories, so I was like, I have to do it. I'll direct, I'll write it. Okay, I'll do it.
BJ started doing a Forrest Gump voice, and then clicked. It was like, wait.
It was right over. We were having coffee, and we looked at BJ. We're like, well, we know you're playing Forrest Gump.
So now it's Forrest Gump
so that works.
inside of Con Air.
So I reached out to BJ and was like, dude, do you want to do this? And he was like, we're going to win. We just entered, and then we was like, hey, let's meet for coffee, the four of us, and because we just know that we're going to start brainstorming and come up with, fantastic ideas. So I think for us, because my father-in-law had worked on Con Air, and it was, and we're such a big fan, like grew up in the 90s, like 90s action films. So it was we should do Con Air, but then also like a parody. And we originally just stuck with that. It wasn't until we met up with Danielle and BJ, and they were saying, well, maybe Forrest Gump, and we're kind of go back and forth, and all of a sudden he did the Forrest Gump voice. And I was like, wait, let's just blend it together as we'll do both Forrest Gump and Con Air as like a hero swap.
Whoa, dude, you got a big old hunk of bird shit in your eye.
Yeah, it happens.
What? Shit?
Sometimes. You have a nice day.
This is a cool element too. Spotting local stuff, there's Union Station, there's a guy you saw at the bar or on stage or at the farmer's market. Easter eggs just for us locals. Our community on film.
Some of the actors that were in our film are from this community. They're very talented. Some of them are artists, musicians, security guards. It's Alec, who he plays our garlic Grey character. I saw him on a Wednesday night. I was like, hey, do you mind to shoot with us? We're shooting in 3 days. And he said yes. And visually, he doesn't say anything on screen, but visually with his eyes, he's menacing. So he did a great job. He didn't complain. He wore that heavy canvas suit that was provided by BJ and Danielle. That was the costume that he wore in the heat. He just sat there, didn't complain, and he giggled when we had a giggle, but we just made sure. We said, big eyes, give us big eyes on camera, and you'll look frightening. And he did that well. So.
A friend of mine, his name's BJ Wimpy. He does cosplay, and he has a whole YouTube channel where he's Senator Palpatine. They had the concept for 3 men and a baby, but it was gonna be 3 Siths and a baby. So it was like Palpatine, Darth Maul, and Lord Vader, like get a baby. So we did basically a shot for shot remake of the trailer of 3 Men and a Baby, but with those characters.
From the time BJ was 8 years old, he loved entertaining people, and so that's we've always been entertained. But you see it in his face. He can do a lot of
very expressive face.
Very expressive face. So
I'm guessing you've seen him do this kind of stuff a lot.
Yeah, since he was in Music Man at the theater in Perry when he was just a teeny. He should have been mine and my husband's because my husband was an actor. But Kim got him instead.
We have a lot of yes people. A lot of yes people.
One of those yes people is coming down the stairs right now. This is Jesse. Everyone give him a round of applause.
Oh yeah.
Jesse was our cameraman, our DP, director of photography. He stepped in pretty late in our process too, and was just a total yes man there, ready to go. We threw a whole lot of film terms at him that he didn't know, but he ran with the punches and gave us a very beautiful film. One of my favorite memories with Jesse. We're in the plane, and both Ryan and I are like, "Oh, we should do this as a Dutch angle." And Jesse's like, "Sure, what's a Dutch angle?" And just but he was there, ready to go, and I appreciated that. So thanks for working with us.
So I've been a media journalist. So I've worked at a lot of concerts. I've worked a lot of music festivals. But my first actual official gig was photographing the Women's Awards in film during Sundance 2020 in January with Mr. Eric Bright from Prodigy. He said, you should get your LLC and business insurance and you should do this as a career. And so that just it takes one little thing, one little opportunity where preparation meets opportunity, but allowing yourself to receive what you deserve, honestly.
I'm Sarge, goes with retired Army. Jailbird was actually a C-123 aircraft that I used to jump out of. Yeah, I'm one of God's chosen crazies. I jumped out of airplanes on purpose for the Army. We're security at the Harkenham bar down in Ogden. 21 over, St. Girls can't go till you turn 21. But they come up and I said, "Hey, when you go put me in one of your films, okay? I gotta have a trailer from Entourage." And I asked Adam, "Hey, you want to be a convict?" Because okay.
Never been a convict. I sent this to be a bounty hunter, so fun to let loose. Have a good time. I'm usually pretty strict and by the book, so I was like, well, I'm not a good actor. I was like convict, I might as well try it. Just get out of my comfort zone, but I have fun doing it. So
some of the funnier parts is I went to the film festival and I counted laughs. We got a lot more laughs than everybody else did. Because it was action packed. It wasn't like one-on-one person talk, we had everybody in there.
If you go to LA, you need to make sure you network, be sure you have more to talk about besides just film, things like that. So taking that concept and coming back and then meeting strangers and then befriending them and then meeting their friends and everybody's into film. And so it's like, okay, hey, next time you want to shoot something. And so it also, in order to get someone to come help you, you've got to go help them. So you show up and be a PA or just something bottom line. And then next thing you know, you got your own film and you just call them up and so it kind of goes from there. So
New Ogden Cinema, we've done, I kind of joined later. So Ryan McDonald, him and Jason White kind of started the New Ogden Cinema group, back in 2012, I would say, maybe 2011. I came on a handful of years later, 2017, 2016 timeframe. I wanted to get my foot in the door of supporting projects locally around Ogden. Yeah. And I was looking for a film group and I found theirs. So me personally, I think I've been a part of, I would say 15 productions, short productions, and then a feature-length production.
New Ogden Cinema has been around now for about 12 years. And in that time, we've produced 4 to 5 feature films where we're directly involved in the production aspect of it. There are some other ones that are overseas that we've helped finance feature films that people are doing. But we've put together about 4 or 5 feature films through distributions. Some of them who picked up distribution and were sold as DVDs on Amazon. My film's on Amazon. And then the short films, for me, I've directed probably 15 to 20 short films, and then produced wise there was one year where Jason White, my collaborating partner as well, there was one year where him and I alone just did 12 films. I directed 6 of them and he directed 5. Wow.
that doesn't, the math on that works differently. But anyways, it's like 11 films.
But having a space to host you, to give you the space, literally the physical space, and then the time space for you to learn something as simple as how to do a whip pan or to shoot Dutch, and to teach you on the spot. And I'm like, oh, I understand what Dutch is, but I didn't know that that was the term. I kind of already knew what I was doing, but I never went to school for it. I never studied this. 36-hour notice. Hey, do you want to come film this? And I'm like, let's go. It's been really cool and exciting, like managing artists, booking shows. But this is a new category genre where it's like, I can have a voice, I can write something, I can film it now. And now that I know that I have team supporting, or even someone to talk to about it, makes things more tangible. Knowing that there's someone out there that would like to hear what you have to say, but also like, you know what, I know a guy, or maybe you should do things this way. And that's all it took for me.
So, but my love is really just writing. I like writing and I like producing. That's usually where my comfort is. But being the director's chair was really fun. And I kind of got to do a lot of things I've been wanting to do for many years. I'm glad I took a chance and a risk, and I hope people enjoy it.
Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to show the festival cut. The festival had a strict 10-minute time frame. So this is the 10-minute cut. We'll show it, do a little Q&A, give some insights, and then we'll watch it again. So maybe you can see something maybe you didn't see the first time. And that's that. There's lots of fun stuff up here for the cast and crew.
So what did you think of the movie?
I loved it. I loved it. I don't know where these brains pull this stuff from. Yeah, my very favorite was when he was being so dramatic, because he's not usually dramatic. He's a jokester, and that he's an actor. He needs to go somewhere. Yeah,
all right.
They need to keep it up.
I loved it. It was funny. It was entertaining. It was, action-packed. Lots of expected but unexpected turns.
Yeah, so the last short film I did, Ancient Evil Frankencock, is still in the festival market. And now that, especially we're in the Halloween season, we're like getting a lot more notifications. You throw it out there, some festivals enjoy it, some don't. And there's days where I open up my email inbox and I got like, didn't get it. And there's like 3, there's like and an award winning. It's been a fantastic experience. So then that now promoting this film as well, the short film. So yeah.
So look, I'm not affiliated with New Ogden Cinema. I became aware of them because of One Ogden, because I started digging into Ogden, because I've seen cities like ours get behind artistic communities, find a way to support them, and make them a part of their identity. And because I think those cities are better off for it. And we have so much potential here. We need to support it, like really spend money here, because it isn't just New Ogden Cinema. People are doing this kind of thing all around. They put in all this work to know the landscape and craft ideas and recruit help and schedule everyone's time and get all the equipment and fill all the needed roles and understand the material and make creative choices and figure out how to put it in front of your face. And most of the time, they aren't making any actual profit off of it. Maybe you don't care about living in an artistic community, but I bet most of you do. I bet most of you are happy to pay a little bit for something that was crafted locally. You just have to do a little digging to find it. So, I hope this gives you a starting place and that you find so much more to appreciate and support and help grow and to help make a part of this community's identity.